At this price point, you have to start looking at used marketplaces. Personally, I would never recommend you to buy a new phone for anything less than 170. That era when you would walk into a phone store and walk out with a great entry point smartphone has long gone. So you have to be creative with your buying decisions to get the best value out of that 170. Also, I want you to lower your expectations just by a bit. You are buying an entry-level smartphone, so don't expect features from the top of the line. Anyways, the format for the video is phone, price, reasons why you should consider it, and also a link to all my finds in the description box. Godspeed. You can find the Redmi Note 14 Pro for anywhere between $150 to $170 depending on your configuration. It is one of the few relatively new phones on the list, and it does have some good things going for it. A 6.6-inch 120Hz screen, the MediaTek G99 Ultra, which I personally think is great for this price point, a large 5500 mAh battery that can charge with speeds up to 33 watts, great sets of cameras, and an overall great design. If I was given the $170, this would definitely be my first pick. And also, you don't have to worry about the yearly Android updates, as this is still relatively new. I've mentioned that before, right? You can get the Moto G Power for anywhere between $120 to $150. It launched March last year, and it's quite similar to the 14 Pro in specs. A 6.7-inch 120Hz display that is LCD screen, unlike the AMOLED on the 14. But I must admit, it's still clean to look at. The processor on the phone is a Dimensity 720, which is better at gaming than the G99 Ultra on the 14. And to power everything up is a 5000 mAh battery that can charge at speeds of up to 30 watts. The phone also has great sets of cameras. Highly recommended. Okay, now we are getting into the older, cooler stuff. The Honor 50 was launched in June 16, 2021, and currently you can find it for anywhere between $150 to $170, depending on your configuration. The phone has a 6.5-inch 120Hz OLED screen that can show over a billion colors. The processor in it is a 778G processor, same as the one in the phone I'm currently using, so I can attest to its performance in tasks and games. The battery is a 4300 mAh that can charge with speeds of up to 66 watts, and the cameras are amazing. You are allowed to have heavy expectations for this phone if you'll be getting one. Another really old classic, and currently you can get this for anywhere between $130 and $170. For that price, you get a beautiful 6.5-inch 120Hz fluid AMOLED display. Quite a mouthful, but let's continue. A flagship Snapdragon 888G processor that can handle anything through at it, cameras that can record videos up to 8K at 30 FPS, and the 4005 mAh battery that can charge at speeds up to 65 watts to power everything up. And all this literally shot this phone straight up to my #1 recommendation. So far as you don't mind, it's only upgradable to Android 13. The Moto G Stylus was launched May 2024, and currently you can get this for anywhere between $150 and $175. The phone sports an interesting 6.7-inch 120Hz OLED display with over a billion colors. The processor on the phone is a little bit underwhelming. The Snapdragon 6 Gen 1 processor, but it should be okay for moderately intensive day-to-day tasks. Cameras are also great on this phone and can even shoot at up to 4K at 30 FPS. Powering it all is a large 5000 mAh battery that can charge with speeds up to 30 watts when wired. Bonus points to the great design and addition of a stylus that you can use on the phone. Last on the list, and another old classic, is Redmi Note 11 Pro Plus. And currently you can get this for anywhere between $130 and $150. And for that, you can get a 6.6-inch 120Hz AMOLED display, a Dimensity 920 that excels in power efficiency, great sets of cameras that can record videos at up to 4K at 30 FPS, and the 4005 mAh battery that can charge at massive speeds of up to 120 watts. Bonus points to the beautiful design of the phone. Do keep in mind that most of the older phones on the list will be upgradable only up to Android 13, at most 14, so you have to consider the newer options if that bothers you. Please do leave a like and maybe subscribe if you got some type of value from the video, and I'll see you in the next one.